Welcome to the Baldwin City Ballpark for this Mid-Plains League baseball game between the visiting Topeka Warhawks and the home Baldwin City Blues. I'm Joe Compton. I will be your announcer for tonight. So we're going to start off by announcing the starting lineups, starting with the Warhawks. Batting first, the shortstop, Jefferson Teneo. Batting second, the left fielder, Sean Gomez. Third, the second baseman, Darren Pretorius. Fourth, the designated hitter, Ronnie Burrito. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Lane Wilkerson. Sixth, the first baseman, Alex Ailman. Seventh, the third baseman, Joel Peguero. Batting eighth, the catcher, Damian Onhel. Batting ninth, the center fielder, Stephen Fermin. On the bump for the Warhawks is Christian Fernandez. Now for Baldwin City, batting first, the shortstop, Caleb Welshier. Second, the right fielder, Colton Howerton. Third, the third baseman, Cade Adams. Batting fourth, the catcher, Andrew Brubeck. Fifth, the first baseman, Ryan Cox. Sixth, the left fielder, Hudson Ivy. Seventh, the designated hitter, Luis Comunez. Eighth, the center fielder, Kyan Gus. Ninth, the second baseman, Jackson Evans. Pitching for Baldwin City is Austin Arocha. Now, this is the battle of the two teams lowest in the standings. Baldwin City currently 0-1, Topeka 0-3. This is the first of a three-game series. Tonight and Saturday will be in Baldwin. Yes, tonight and Saturday will be in Baldwin City. Tomorrow night will be in Topeka. So somebody will get their first win of the season tonight, and at least for the for tonight until the next game, they will take third in the standings currently. As it stands right now, Junction City and Midwest A's both tied at first with 2-0. Those two were scheduled for a three-game series, but that has been postponed. Now we are going to take a break before the first pitch, and just fair warning, if you haven't watched us on the broadcast, when we take a break, we just cut the sound. We don't play any music or anything like that. We cut the sound because we can't leave the mics on, or else the music will pick up, and then we get copyright struck, and then you guys can't watch it back, or it might just get taken down immediately. But that's what we do, so we're going to take our break now, so there will be no sound. All right, we are almost ready to begin here in Baldwin City. On the bump is Austin Arocha. Arocha threw 2 innings in Baldwin City's game in, the first 2 innings in Baldwin City's non-league game in St. Joseph. Now making his second appearance, second start for the season as, Oh, and by the way, we do have a standoff. That would be Quinn Grobel for Baldwin City, and I'm not sure who that is for Topeka. This is the second standoff for the season involving as Quinn Grobel wins, the home plate umpire, Scott, sent them both off. Sorry, we forgot to reset the scoreboard. It is now reset from Tuesday night's game that saw, well, nobody won just yet. It has been suspended as the first pitch to Jefferson Teneo catches the outside part of the zone for strike 1. The 0-1, low and outside for ball 1. Count even at 1-1. Rocha, a native of Jacksonville, Florida originally, played 1 season at Mid-American Nazarene University as his third pitch of the evening is in there for strike 2 looking. Count is 1-2. Rocha just finished up his sophomore season at Allen Community College. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Teneo is set down, and there is 1 away. Up next is Sean Gomez. Gomez, a native of Topeka, currently playing at Fort Hays State. He is no stranger to the league. He's previously played for the Lawrence Travelers as he sees the first pitch in there for called strike 1. And the second pitch is hit foul down the first base line and out of play. So the count is now 0-2. The 0-2, low and away. Ball 1. So 1-2. The count once again. We are a little more fortunate today when it comes to weather in Baldwin City. Last time it was hot and humid. Today it is just hot. Currently looking at temperatures of 82 degrees, and that's expected to get around 73 by 9 p.m., which great temperatures as the 1-2 low and in the dirt, and count goes even at 2-2. Yes, Tuesday night we were not as fortunate. Weren't even able to get 5 innings in as well. As the 2-2 in there, called strike 3, and Austin Rocha has his second strikeout of the evening, and there is 2 away. Bringing up Darian Pretorius. Pretorius in his second year with the Warhawks and the third in the league. Made his MPL debut in 2022 with the Topeka Farmers. So he's played in Topeka as he hits this first one to third base. The throw over to first is in time. So that'll do it here in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. A 1-2-3 inning, and we'll take a short break and be back with the bottom half of the inning. Do not go anywhere. Back here with the bottom of the first inning. Caleb Welshire leading things off for Baldwin City. Welshire making his second appearance on the field for Baldwin City. Played in Monday's loss to Midwest A's, as he sees the first pitch in there for called strike one. Welshire, a native of Topeka, finished up his senior season at Washburn Rural High School, as he sees another one right down the pipe. 0-2 quickly. But Welshire will go to Barton Community College next season as the 0-2 high. 1-2. As the 1-2 low and in the dirt. Count moves to 2-2. So a little bit on the pitcher. An unusual path for him. As the 2-2 swung on and missed. One away here in the bottom half of the first. Bringing up Colton Howerton. So a little bit more on the pitcher. Christian Fernandez. Originally from, I hope I get this right, Cabimas, Venezuela. If I get that wrong, please correct me. And spent a few years as Howerton fouls this one off. So the count is 1-0. Fernandez spent a number of years in minor league baseball. As that pitch outside, the count 1-1. Played mostly rookie ball and single A. Finished his season in 2023 as that pitch is high for ball 2, 2-1. Finished his season in 2023 with the Lansing Lugnuts, the high single A of the A's organization, as that pitch is fouled off on the third base side, and the count is 2-2 once again. Second 2-2 count for Fernandez. The last result was a strikeout. Let's see how it goes this time, as it is the same. It's about the same pitch location, just different pitch type. But Howerton is sat down on strikes. So 2 away, and that brings up Cade Adams. Adams, a native of Odessa, Missouri, just completed his freshman season at Baker University right here in Baldwin City. Got a decent amount of playing time, varsity playing time for the Wildcats, as he swings and misses on first offering. The count now 0-1. The 0-1, low and in the dirt, and into the backstop. Count even at 1-1. So this game is going a little quicker than Tuesday night's game. About at the 8 p.m. mark, as the 1-1 swung on a missed, now 1-2. At about the 8 p.m. mark, we were still in the bottom of the second inning. And, well, I mean, I guess that could still happen tonight, but at the pace we're moving, I would be a little surprised. The 1-2 swung on and missed, and that'll do it. Fernandez strikes out the side, so no runs, no hits, no errors. At 1-2-3, and we're going to move to the top half of the second inning, and we are tied at 0-0. Do not go anywhere. Ronnie Brito leading things off here in the top half of the second inning. If you are just tuning in, well, you didn't really miss a lot unless you like good defensive play. 2-1-2-3 innings. Austin Rocha with 2 strikeouts as his first pitch of the inning, low and in the dirt for ball 1. Rocha had 2 strikeouts to open the game up, and then a ground out. And then Fernandez striking out the side as Brito swings and misses. Count even at 1-1. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Count now 1-2. The 1-2 low and outside. Count now 2-2. We have our first NCAA Baseball National Champion of the season. Congrats to the Misericordia Panthers, who defeated Wisconsin Whitewater. As the 2-2 in there for called strike 3. One away here in the top of the second inning. That is strikeout number 3. Strikeout number 3 for Austin Rocha, and that brings up Lane Wilkerson. Wilkerson, a native of Cibola, Texas. Once again, I could be mispronouncing that, as Rocha's first pitch is low in the dirt for ball 1. Wilkerson, like many of the Topeka Warhawks, plays his college ball at Arlington Baptist, a constant. As did he go? Well, I think our umpire Scott is saying that it was in the zone anyway, so it is a strike. There's no appeal down to first. 1-1 the count. As this one is hit and fouled on the third base side, 1-2. But a lot of Arlington Baptist players for the Warhawks this season, much like kind of how Baldwin City has a large Baker contingent, as this ball is hit to second base. Jackson Evans, the throw to first, is in time. And Wilkerson is retired. And there are now 2 outs in the top of the first.
The first baseman, number 12, Alex Ailman.
And Alex Ailman steps in for Topeka with 2 outs. Ailman from Baytown, Texas, as he sees the first pitch in the zone for called strike 1. As this next pitch by Rocha is low and in the dirt for ball 1. Ailman is another Arlington Baptist Patriot, and I think that's going to be a constant that we will see a few times through this lineup. As Ailman hits this one into center field, it will be Gus under it and making the grab, so that'll do it here in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Another 1-2-3 inning as we go to the bottom of the second. We are scoreless. We're going to take a short break. Do not go anywhere. Andrew Brubeck leads off the bottom of the second inning for Baldwin City. Brubeck, a native of Shawnee, finished up his junior season at Missouri Southern, is currently in the transfer portal. It won't show on the stat sheet as he takes the first pitch inside for ball one. It will not show up on the stat sheet so far because the game has not gone final, but he did hit a home run in Tuesday night's game as he swings and misses. Count goes even at 1-1. He hit a home run in Tuesday night's game against the Midwest A's. That happened in the bottom of the first inning. It was, I believe, a 3-run home run. As time is called by Brubeck. He's got to collect himself for just a second, and now he is back in. As the 1-1 swung on a miss. 1-2 the count now. 1-2. Popped up in the air. It will be Stephen Fermin, the center fielder, making the grab in shallow center field. And
the first baseman, number 32,
that will be now one away for Baldwin City. Ryan Cox, the next batter in. Cox, the first baseman, a Lee Summit resident, as he sends the first one to second base. Pretorius, the throw over to first, low, and now out of play. So Cox gets first base, I would say, due to a throwing error. I would actually, I'm going to say that's a fielding error, as Ailman at first really probably should have had that, and then as Hudson Ivy swings and fouls that first pitch off, so the count now 0-1. So the throw kind of rolled into the area outside of the dugout where there are many Baldwin City Blues congregated as that pitch inside or in there for called strike 2, but kind of rolled in there, and the field umpire gave Cox the second base for the ball being out of play. But now the count is 0-2 to Hudson Ivy. Swing and a miss, or should I say foul tip out. And that'll do it.
Number 9, Luis Comunez.
Here in, there are now 2 outs for Luis Comunez. Comunez hits this first one foul on the first base side. Won the count. So the count 0-1 to Comunez. Blues have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. As that pitch hits Comunez, and he will get first. Now 2 base runners for Kyan Gus. Gus started in Monday night's game. He originally started as a DH and then came in to pitch as he sends that one into shallow center field. It will be Jefferson Teneo making the catch, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the second. No runs off, no hits, 1 error, 2 left on. Go to the top of the third. Still scoreless, and with that, we will take a short break and be back with you in just a couple minutes. Don't go anywhere. Now we're back here in the top of the third inning. We are tied at 0-0 currently, and it is Joel Peguero, the leadoff batter here in the top of the third for the Warhawks. Peguero hits this one to third. The throw over to first is in time. And that is one away quickly in the top of the third inning.
Now batting for the Warhawks, the catcher, number 8, Damian Onhel.
And now Damian Onhel, the next in line for the Warhawks. Once again, I will just repeat this as a catch-all colloquial request. If I mispronounce any names, please let me know in the chat, because otherwise I will keep saying them as I've said them, as this first pitch by Arocha goes low for ball one. Onhel, originally from Pearland, Texas, just finished up his freshman season at Arlington Baptist, as he hits this one out into left field. Hudson Ivey giving chase, and he will make the grab just short of the left field foul line.
The center fielder,
But
number 20, Stephen Fermin.
It was a catch nonetheless. And now 2 gone in the top of the third. Now Stephen Fermin rounds off the bottom of the lineup. For the Topeka Warhawks. As he fouls the first pitch off. Count now 0-1. The 0-1 hit into the air. It will be Kyan Gus under it now, and he will make the grab. So that will do it here in the top of the third. No runs off, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Another 1-2-3 inning as we head to the bottom of the third. We are scoreless, so we're going to take a short break and be back with you guys in just a couple short minutes. Jackson Evans leads off the
Leading off
bottom of the
third
third
for the Blues,
inning
the second baseman, number 4, Jackson Evans.
for Baldwin City. Christian Fernandez out for another inning of work for Topeka. So far, Fernandez only allowed 2 base runners, one by way of an error and the other by a hit by pitch, as the first pitch to Evans is in there for called strike 1, won the count. So currently, Fernandez working with a no-hitter. We'll see if he can keep that up, as this next pitch catches the low and inside part of the zone, but a strike nonetheless. So the count quickly 0-2 to Jackson Evans. Evans is the 9th hitter of the lineup, so we will round up to the top of the order after this at bat, which is now over. Another foul tip out, but 1 out in the top of the, the bottom of the third inning. So Caleb Welshier represents the top of the lineup. Welshier 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. See if he can reverse his fortune and get on base, as one of these teams looks to break through. And the first pitch, Welshier sees, is in the low and inside part of the zone for ball 1. Strike 1. Welshier fouls this one off down the first base line, 0-2 the count. So 0-2 quickly the count, as Fernandez has gotten to 2 strikes on most batters he's faced, as the 0-2 is low and inside for ball 1, 1-0. 1-2. So of the now 10 batters that Fernandez has faced, he's gotten to 2 strikes in 6 of them, as that one goes outside for ball 2. Count even now at 2-2. And Fernandez with 3 strikeouts, all of those happening in the top of the first. But the 2-2 swung on and missed. Fernandez has another one. 2-away in the
right fielder, number 24,
bottom of the third.
Howerton.
Actually, Fernandez has 6 strikeouts. Now 6, was 5. I forgot to count the foul tip outs. My apologies. So Fernandez with 6 strikeouts, as he's facing Colton Howerton, who sees first pitch in the zone, called strike 1. Howerton 0 for 1 as well, with a strikeout looking. As that one low for ball 1. Super Regionals in NCAA starting off tomorrow, as Howerton fouls that one off, so the count now 1-2.
Return all foul balls to the tent on the third base side for a free piece of candy. So
I'd like to once again give a shout out to the Misericordia Panthers, the D3 national champions. As the 1-2 outside. Count now 2-2 with 2 outs. A lot of 2s. Well, some. I like to do this every time there's a lot of 2s. There's only 3. Swung on and missed. Fernandez with his 7th strikeout. That'll do it here in the top of the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. Fernandez strikes out the side, and with that, we will move to the top of the 4th inning. Still scoreless, 0-0.
Jefferson Teneo.
Top of the lineup is Jefferson Teneo for the Topeka Warhawks, and he leads off his squad in the top of the 4th inning. Austin Rocha, the pitcher, once again for Baldwin City. Teneo currently 0 for 1 with a strikeout, as first pitch by Rocha is outside for ball 1. Now, an interesting batting stance. You kind of saw for a second that as this next pitch is outside once again for ball 2. So you can see in his kind of pre-pitch routine, or at least maybe I just saw it that one time, and yeah, I think I just saw it that one time. But the 2-0, now 3-0, all 3 pitches outside. So the count now 3-0. The 3-0, is time called? No, it was not. I think Teneo just really thought. I'm really not sure what happened there. Either way, the count is 3-1. And the 3-1, now 3-2. Teneo, I think, in both pitches thought they were both balls, but they were both called strikes. So the count is now full to Teneo, as well, time is called by somebody. I believe it was Teneo. But we're ready to go. And the payoff pitch, blown outside for ball 4. Jefferson Teneo works a leadoff walk, and he is the Warhawks' first base runner of the game. And they have a runner off first with nobody out.
The left fielder, number 29, Sean Gomez.
Now Sean Gomez enters in the game. Gomez 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. One of Rocha's 3 strikeouts of the game. That first pitch, low for ball 1. This pitch is hit into the outfield for the Warhawks' first hit of the game, and Teneo actually overran second base. However, the throw wasn't even there. It was to third. But Sean Gomez with the single, so runners now on first and second.
Number 3, Darian Pretorius.
So that pitch fouled off by Darian Pretorius. He's shown bunt twice and been unsuccessful in laying those bunts down in fair territory. So the count now 0-2 to him, as Topeka trying to small ball a little bit. They have the outs to give. If Pretorius can lay a bunt down, and I don't think he'll attempt one with 2 strikes, but if he could, as this one swung on and missed. Another strikeout for Austin Rocha.
26, Ronnie Brito.
Now 1 away in the top of the 4th for Ronnie Brito. Brito 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. Has runners in scoring position, as this one is hit high to right field. Colton Howerton is under it. He will make the grab, as Teneo will hold up at second, and Gomez obviously can't go anywhere if Teneo doesn't go. So they're now 2 away after the flyout to right field.
the right fielder, number 15, Lane Wilkerson.
Now, up is Lane Wilkerson. Wilkerson 0 for 1 with a ground out. Looks to maybe try and drive a runner home with 2 outs. Teneo's got quite the lead, and Wilkerson takes quite the swing, but it was quite the miss. So the count now 0-1 to Wilkerson. As Teneo looked like he wanted to go. This one is hit into left field. Hudson Ivy is under this one and will make the grab. So after the 2 base runners to start, crisis averted for Austin Arocha. No runs off 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on. We go to the bottom of the 4th, still scoreless in Baldwin City. And with that, we will take another break. Cade Adams leading off the bottom of the 4th inning for Baldwin City. We are currently scoreless. Adams 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Christian Fernandez out for another inning of work. Fernandez currently so far 7 strikeouts in 3 innings. Just 2 base runners as Adams sends this one popped up straight to Fernandez. So quickly 1 away. As Andrew Brubeck is the next.
Now batting the catcher, number 19, Andrew Brubeck.
Next batter in, Brubeck popped out actually to center field in the bottom of the 2nd. As he sees the first pitch in there for called strike 1. But Fernandez has only given up 2 base runners, 1 by an error and 1 by a hit by pitch. Is that pitch outside, count even at 1-1. The 1-1 swung on, hit to third. Took a little weird bounce, but the throw to first by Peguero is in time. And Andrew Brubeck is retired.
Now batting the first baseman, number 32, Ryan Cox.
And there are now 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th for Ryan Cox. Cox, the first base runner of the game for Baldwin City, as he swings and misses. The count now 0-1. He reached via a fielding error as he chops this one foul on the third base side. He was the first base runner of the game and eventually reached second, but was stranded there in the bottom of the 2nd inning. The 0-2 in there for called strike 3, and that'll do it here in the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We move to the top of the 5th. Still scoreless in Baldwin City. Well, you know the drill by now. Another break. Do not go anywhere. Sorry about all that. I realized that the mic was muted. Not sure that when I unmuted it or when I forgot to unmute, but we're going to take a break now and be back with the bottom of the fifth. Back with the top of the fifth inning. Excuse me, the bottom of the fifth inning. Currently scoreless in Baldwin City. Hudson Ivy leading things off for the Blues. Christian Fernandez on the bump for a fifth inning of work as the first pitch by Fernandez is in there for strike one. Ivy 0 for 1 with a strikeout via a foul tip as this pitch by Fernandez is now 1-1. Fernandez done pretty well so far. Currently with 8 strikeouts and has only allowed 2 base runners, both of those being in the second inning as Ivy swings and misses the count at 1-2. So since those 2 base runners, Fernandez has gone 1-2-3, 1-2-3 and not given up a run. 1-2. Fouled, and Ivy broke his bat, so, well, can't really swing with that again, so he'll need to get a new one. And as he does that, as Ivy grabs another bat, well, I don't know why I said as, because I don't know what I was going to do next, but possibly something. But Ivy with a new piece of lumber for the 1-2 pitch, which is swung on and missed. Make that strikeout number 9 for Fernandez. And 1 out here in the bottom of the fifth. Luis Jimenez, the designated hitter, stepping in now. Jimenez did reach base as he hits this one too short. The throw by Jefferson Teneo is in time, as Jimenez is retired. And
now batting for the Blues,
2 away in the bottom of the fifth for Kyan Gus. Gus is 0 go. What? I don't know what that noise was for me, but Gus is 0 for 1 with a pop out. He did the he swung and connected with the first pitch of that at bat, and he does the same thing. This one is hit into center field, but it will be Stephen Fermin making the grab. So That'll do it here in the bottom of the fifth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. That is Fernandez's third consecutive 1-2-3. And with that, we will go to the top of the sixth. Still scoreless, and we will take another break.
Number 20, Stephen Fermin.
Stephen Fermin leads off the top of the sixth. Fermin 0 for 1 as he shows bunt, but the first one goes foul. Austin Rocha out on the bump for a sixth inning for Baldwin City. Fermin is the bottom of the lineup, so on deck is Jefferson Teneo. Is that pitch by Rocha low and in for ball one. This pitch inside, so the count goes 2-1. Fermin is the son of MLB player Felix Fermin, as that one is fouled off on the third base side. So the count now 2-2.
Christian Fernandez.
The 2-2 swung on a miss, but that'll go in the dirt. The throw down to first for the drop third strike is in time. So credit to Rocha with another strikeout. And there is now one away.
Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Jefferson Teneo.
Jefferson Teneo, the back off to the leadoff hitter of the Warhawks lineup. Teneo 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk as he sees the first pitch in there for called strike one. Next pitch outside. Count goes even at 1-1. The 1-1 in there for called strike two. Now it's kind of funny, the duality of baseball on Tuesday night at this point in the night. It is 8 o'clock right now. At that point in the night, we were in the bottom of the second inning. Right now, we are in the top of the sixth. This one is inside and for 2-2, and Rocha slipped on the mound, so I think he lost his footing a little bit. But looks to be okay, as the count is even at 2-2. Swing and a miss by Teneo. He is sat down on strikes. Second strikeout of the inning for Arocha.
29, Sean Gomez.
And 2 away in the top of the 6th. Arocha with 7 strikeouts so far for Sean Gomez. Gomez, first pitch goes through the 5-hole of Andrew Brubeck, but with nobody on, no matter. The count is 1-0. Gomez sees this one, hit to Jackson Evans at second base. The throw over to first is in time. And that's it for the top of the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We move to the bottom of the 6th. Still scoreless. With that, we're going to take a short break. Do not go anywhere.
For the Blues, the second baseman, number 4,
Jackson Evans leads off the bottom of the 6th inning for Baldwin City. Currently trying to break the 0-0 deadlock we have now. As right now, the scoreboard is all zeros except for the inning number, which is 6. As the first pitch by Christian Fernandez is in there for called strike 1. The next pitch, outside, 1-1. Evans currently 0 for 1. Struck out in the bottom of the 3rd as he hits this one to second base. Pretorius, the throw to first, is in time. 1 away.
The shortstop, number 30, Caleb Welshier.
As Caleb Welshier loops around to the top of the order. Welshier 0 for 2 currently with 2 strikeouts. Both of them swinging. As Welshier hits this one into right field, but Wilkerson is under it and makes the catch. So,
Right fielder, number 24,
2 down
Colin
quickly
Alberton.
in the bottom of the 6th. As Colton Howerton
Do we have participants on that?
sees the first pitch in the outside part of the zone, but still a strike. So the count is 0-1. The 0-1 breaking ball, and that broke inside. Did not hit Howerton, but still a ball, so the count is 1-1. Howerton also 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Is that part? As that pitch catches the outside part of the zone. once again. So the count now 1-2. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Howerton sat down on strikes for the third time this evening. That'll do it here in the bottom of the sixth. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on. We move to the top of the seventh inning. And with that, we will take a short break. Do not go anywhere. Top of the seventh is about to go underway. It will be Darian Pretorius leading off the Topeka Warhawks, and we will have a couple of substitutions for Baldwin City, as Ryan Cox being replaced by Ken Rivero at first base. And
leading off the top of the seventh for the Warhawks, the second baseman, number 3, Darian Pretorius.
And Kai and Gus will be replaced by Marquis Williams in center field. And that could be Maverick Rockers at short. I can't really see, as the pitch by Arocha is just outside for ball 1. So 1-0 the count to Pretorius. Pretorius 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out as he fouls this one off just in front of his dugout. And the count now at 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count now 1-2. Austin Rocha out for his 7th inning, as the 1-2 swung on and missed once again. Another strikeout for Rocha, and 1 down in the top of the 7th inning.
The DH, number 26, Ronnie Brito.
And Ronnie Brito, the designated hitter, next up at the plate for the Warhawks. Brito 0 for 2 with a strikeout looking and a flyout. First offering by Arocha is swung on and missed by Brito. So the count quickly 0-1. The 0-1 to Brito, just outside. Count now 1-1. The 1-1 nearly hits Brito, but just gets out of the way of it. So the count now 2-1. Brito looking to break the tie. It's been 0-0 and kind of a pitcher's duel so far. Just one hit for either team as Brito swings and misses. Count goes even at 2-2. Just one hit by either team. That hit would be Sean Gomez of the Warhawks. He did that in the top of the 4th, and just 2 base runners apiece for either team as time is called. 2-2 swung on and fouled. So the foul on the 2-2 means we will do it again. Is that one low and the count full? So we have the descending ladder on the scoreboard. It says 3, 2, and 1. 3 plus 2 plus 1 equals 6. Well, we're not in the 6th inning, we're in the 7th. So no matches as this one is hit fair as I'm going to be honest, I thought that went foul before the third base side, but our home plate umpire has signaled it fair. So a double for Burrito gets the Warhawks with a base runner with 1 out.
The right fielder, number 15, Lane Wilkerson.
Make. So the next batter in is Lane Wilkerson, who swings and misses on first offering. The count now 0-1. The 0-1 hit to Evans at first. Evans at second. Wow, I am all over the place. The throw to first is in time, and Burrito moves over to third base. So the Warhawks have a runner at third with two gone for Alex Ailman. It's the first pitch to Ailman, outside for ball 1. Ailman 0 for 1 with a fly out and a walk. However, was doubled off on the base pass off a nice bit of fielding by Cade Adams at third base as Ailman swings and misses at that pitch. So the count 1-1. The 1-1 outside for ball 2. So the count now 2-1 to Ailman. 2-1 swung on and missed once again. And we have 2s on the scoreboard. 2 runs, no runs. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. As Rocha steps off, and I believe time was called. As Ailman steps back in. The 2-2 hit to first. It actually passed the glove of Rivero, so Burrito will score, and we finally have a run on the board. It is 1-0 Topeka, with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning.
11, Joel Peguero.
For Joel Peguero. As this ball is hit too short, the throw over to first is in time. So that will do it here in the top of the 7th. The Warhawks break the deadlock. 1 run off 2 hits, no errors, 1 left on. as we move to the bottom of the 7th. It is a 1-0 ball game in favor of the visitors, and with that, we will take a break.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th for the Blues, the third baseman.
Cade Adams leads off the the bottom of the 7th inning. Baldwin City currently trailing 1-0. Topeka Warhawks broke the deadlock in the bottom of the frame, in the top of the frame with a couple of hits. They now lead 1-0 as Christian Fernandez is out for a 7th inning of work as his first pitch is high for ball 1. Adams is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out as that pitch once again high for ball 2. So 2-0 the count to Adams, who swings in, misses on that pitch. I want to give a special shout out to the USA cricket team who got the win over Pakistan today. That is a very, very big win as Adams sends this one foul. The count now 2-2.
On the third base side for a free piece of candy.
But the win over Pakistan is a big one, and the future is bright for U.S. cricket. I certainly am excited, and so is 12-year-old me. 12-year-old me is very, very, very happy with this result, as this one is hit into right field as Cade Adams breaks up the no-hitter. And the Blues have a leadoff base runner.
Now batting for the Blues, the catcher, number 19, Andrew Brubeck.
Andrew Brubeck, the next man up for Baldwin City. 0 for 2 tonight with a pop out and a ground out, and he swings on the first pitch, and it goes foul on the first base side. Brubeck, while not officially having a home run in the scorebook just yet, on June 20th he will have one if he hasn't hit another one by then, but hit a home run on Tuesday's game, so he does have some power. Should he do it here, the Blues would take a lead as the second pitch, but that one is up and in for ball 1. USA Cricket finishes out their T20 World Cup group stage campaign with matches against India and Ireland. I think the Ireland one is Brubeck fouls this one off. The count now 1-2. I think the Ireland one's pretty winnable. India will be tough, but should we make it out to the knockout stages? Well, do you believe in miracles, folks? I'll just say that. 1-2 to Brubeck. Low for ball 2.
The 10 on the third base side.
So the 2-2. Fernandez looks over at first, quickly turns back to the plate as Adams goes. The throw down to second is not in time, so credit Adams with the stolen base. That pitch was inside. So the count now full to Brubeck. And the Blues have a runner in scoring position with nobody out. Payoff pitch, swung on, actually line to short. So good catch by Jefferson Teneo at first, or at short to retire Brubeck. However,
The Blues from Culver Stockton College, the first baseman, number 5.
his
Kendall
throw over
Rivero.
to second base is not in time, and as I see our video has gone haywire again. Occasionally it wants to freeze up, so I will do my best to fix that. In the meantime, I will try and do my best to do radio. Please no. This first pitch is low for ball 1, and I could be talking to no one right now. My streaming software is not responding, as that one is in there for ball 1, so I really hope that it's responding. Well, if there was a cut of any kind, I apologize. Or my streaming service is on the fritz. I'm going to try and do my best to reset our video for you all. I don't know what's going on with it. As this one is hit into left field, and that ball is gone. Baldwin City now with the 2-1 lead, courtesy of a Kendall Rivero home run.
That home run for number 5, Kendall Rivero.
And I think my stuff is not responding again. Either way, there will be a mound visit. Okay, apologies. Home run. None of my stuff is working right now, except for the audio, and I don't know what's going on. Working on figuring it out. There is a mound visit currently. And with that, we're going to take a break and try and figure out what's going on. Okay, everybody, our video is working again. The count to Hudson Ivy is now 1-2 after he fouled that last pitch off. There's currently one out here in the top of the 7th. Once again, I apologize for all the technical difficulties. Thank you all for bearing with me. As the count 1-2. That pitch upstairs. So the count now 2-2. And hopefully we shouldn't have any issues with streaming again. By the way, we will have a new pitcher. Is that one? He turned as... I think we're trying to figure out... Hudson Ivy is saying that it hit him in the forearm. Our plate umpire, Scott, is saying it hit him in the hands as he swung, which would be a foul. Not even as he swung. It would be a foul ball. However, I believe the hand is technically considered part of the bat. And so Ivy thinks he has a free trip to first, and it has been given. Another hit by a pitch by Christian Fernandez, and that's his second one. He's going to have a talk with the home plate umpire, and we do have a substitution. This will be Tyson Grammer replacing Luis Jimenez at the designated hitter position. As everybody wants to get their 2 cents in, as the Warhawks manager says what he's going to say. And
pinch hitting for the Blues from Baker University, number 21, Tyson Grammer.
I'm not even really sure where that hit him. It looked like it hit him in the forearm, even though Ivy was saying it hit him in the hands. He was just definitely wheeling around. Either way, it would not have been strike 3. It would have just been another full count. Actually, it would have stayed at 2-2, which was the count, as the pitch over by Fernandez to Ivy, or the throw over to first by Fernandez to Ivy, not in time, as I've finally panned over to first so you guys can see that. As the throw over to first again, nothing doing again. Grammer, an incoming freshman to Baker University, just finished up his senior season at Lawrence, as that's a third pickoff attempt by Fernandez. And if we were in professional baseball, which Fernandez once played in, that would be a free base. As he tries a fourth time. And a fifth throw over to first, and Mr. Fernandez, home plate is in front of you. As he finally goes, Ivy goes, but he slips. As the throw over to first, he is caught in a rundown, and he does not avoid the tag. So Fernandez eventually retires Ivy. Ivy had a jump on the plate, as that is a strike. A strike looking, and he got Ivy. I don't really know how to score this one because it seems like everybody had the ball. But the count now 0-1 with 2 outs. To Tyson Grammer. That pitch inside for ball 1. The 1-1 to Grammer. In there for called strike 2. So the 1-2 called strike 3 catches the low and outside part of the plate, and that'll do it in the the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 runs off 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on. Baldwin City now leads 2-1 as we go to the top of the 8th. We're going to have a new pitcher. It will be Hudson Ivy. And with that, we will take a short break and be back with you all in just a few short moments.
catcher, number
Back with
9,
the top of the
David
8th.
Angel.
Topeka now trailing Baldwin City. Currently the score 2-1. Baldwin City scoring their first and only runs, but now the leading runs off a Kendall Rivero home run. As Angel leads off the top of the 8th inning. And we do have a new pitcher for Baldwin City. It is Hudson Ivy. He moves over to left field as the first pitch is inside for ball 1. Ivy moves from left field. He replaces Austin Arocha. We do have some fielding changes for Baldwin City, so we will go through those in positional order as that pitch upstairs for ball 2. So Logan Groh replaces Jackson Evans at second base. Caleb Welshire is replaced by Maverick Rockers at shortstop as this one hits Angel, and he gets a free trip to first base with nobody out. And Angel is being courtesy ran for by one sec while we pull up the roster. That would be Ryan Mendiola.
Pinch running for the Warhawks, number 7, Ryan Mendiola.
So the new batter for as our home plate umpire is going to have a talk with the Warhawks manager. So we were having some discussion about whether that is a pinch or a courtesy runner, as the first pitch by Ivy is outside for ball 1. This is Stephen Fermin, the batter. Fermin 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. He currently represents the leading run. The tying run is on first base as Ivy throws back to first. Cannot find Mendiola. So 1-0 as Mendiola starts to run, doesn't end up going. Ivy throws home, and it is a ball. So the count is 2-0. The 2-0 in there for called strike 1. So the game started out as a pitcher's duel for the most part. First run was scored in the top of the 7th inning. The RBI by Ailman as that pitch in there for called strike 2. The count now even at 2-2. So the home run, it was a double by Brito to get on. Ailman drove him on with an RBI single. And then Cade Adams broke the tie. As that one is fouled off, count will remain at 2-2. Cade Adams broke up Fernandez's no-hitter with a leadoff single in the bottom of the 7th, and Ken Rivero brought them both home 2 batters later with a 2-run home run to left as that pitch is upstairs to Fermin, and the count goes full. The 3-2 hit into left field. Brendan Johnson running up to get it. He will make the grab. A nice diving catch. Had to run up to get it. As Fermin is retired.
Now batting for the Warhawks, the shortstop.
And
number
we
4,
will rotate
Jefferson
to the
Teneo.
top of the lineup as there, our video is back. Apologies once again for that. Occasionally it just kind of likes to freeze, and I really don't know what does it. I just know how to fix it. As Jefferson Teneo goes, and the runner from second, so called strike 1 to Teneo. However, Mendiola will grab second base. So the Warhawks have a runner in scoring position with just the one out. Couple outs to play with. Should they get Mendiola to third as that pitch catches the outside part of the zone for called strike 2. So the 0-2 way high and outside. Count now 1-2. Teneo 0 for 2 with a walk and 2 strikeouts as he fouls that one off to stay alive in this plate appearance. As I said before, Fermin represented the leading run. That the new representation of that is Teneo. So should he put one out, the Warhawks will be up. The 1-2 outside, 4-2. The 2-2 swung on and missed. Teneo is sat down for the third time tonight, and there are two outs now in the top of the 8th for Sean Gomez. Gomez is 1 for 3 with a strikeout, ground out, and a single. His single was the first hit given up by Austin Arocha, and actually the first base runner in general, as he fouls the first pitch off into the fence on the first base side. The count 0-1. Mendiola still on second base as Gomez sends this one into the outfield. Mendiola is going to be sent home. Williams' throw is not on target. That's the word I was looking for. So Sean Gomez ties things back up with an RBI single. And we are level at 2-2. As pitching coach Wilson Kilmer is going to have a talk with Hudson Ivy, and we are going to step aside and take a break. Darian Pretorius steps in for the Topeka Warhawks. Warhawks currently tied 2-2 as Pretorius swings and misses on the first offering by Hudson Ivy. Sean Gomez represents the leading run at first base. He brought in the tying run as this one is hit into the outfield by Pretorius. As Gomez moves up one. And there are runners on first and second with 2 outs. As Tanner Kilmer is going to come on out for another mound visit. And I believe we will have a new pitcher. And we will let you know who that is after another break. Back here after the break, the new pitcher for Baldwin City is Cade Adams. Adams was at third base, is now replaced by Quinn Grobel at third. As the first pitch to Ronnie Brito is high for ball 1. So the reason we did a little digging on Brito, we didn't have any information on him as he was not on the lineup. Brito is another ex-pro as he takes this one inside. The count now 2-0. Played in the Blue Jays organization and made it as far as high single A. As he sees ball 3. So the count now 3-0. .30 in there for called strike 1. So the count now 3-1. .31 swung on and hit into left field. Brennan Johnson giving chase, and this one is actually caught by Rockers. That one was past the left field foul pole, but Rockers running all the way from short to make the grab. And that'll do it here in the top of the 8th. 1 run off 2 hits, no errors, 2 left on. We are once again even at 2-2 going into the bottom of the 8th inning. And with that, we will take a break and be back with you all shortly. So we have a new pitcher for the Topeka Warhawks. That would be Xavier Conez.
For the Blues from Allen Community College, Marquis Williams.
So Fernandez's day is done. We will read you his stat line in just a moment as Marquis Williams swings and misses on the first pitch by Conez. Williams replaces Kyan Gus in the lineup as he sends this one to third base. The throw over to first is in time. So one away here in the...
Now batting the second baseman, number 11, Logan Groh.
Sorry, just having to update my scorebook. It would appear I missed a couple things as Logan Groh pitch low and away. Groh turned his shoulders enough that there was an appeal down to first. He did not go, so the count is 1-0. I believe everything now, my scorebook is updated and correct. This one just missing Groh on the inside. Missing him inside. The count now 2-0. Groh, the bottom of the lineup. And so, as he takes another one inside, 4-3, Maverick Rockers will round out the top of the order. .30 in there for called strike one. So the count now 3-1. And the 3-1 fouled off. So what started as a 3-0 count is now full to Logan Groh, who is looking to get on base and take the lead for the home team once again. We've had 3 lead changes and 1 tie as the 3-2 swung on a missed. Groh is sat down on strikes, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th for Maverick Rockers.
The shortstop from Highland Community College, number 31, Maverick Rockers.
As Maverick Rockers steps in for his first at-bat of the evening. We'll look to get something done as he swings on the first offering, and that's fouled over on the first base side. The 0-1 inside Count even at 1-1. The 1-1. Hit to Peguero at third. The throw to first is in time. And that'll do it here in the top of the eighth. The bottom of the eighth. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on. We go to the top of the ninth, deadlocked at 2. And with that, we will take a short break and be back in just a few minutes.
Warhawks. The right fielder, number 15, Lane Wilkerson.
Lane Wilkerson leads off the top of the ninth inning. Wilkerson looking to give his team the edge. He's currently tied at 2-2. Baldwin, or 2-2, I guess neither team is leading. As first pitch by Cade Adams in this frame is high for ball 1. Wilkerson currently 0 for 3. He's put the ball in play every time, though. As that pitch outside, 2-0 the count. Currently tied at 2. Warhawks took a 1-0 lead after the top of the 7th. Baldwin City immediately countered in the bottom half of that inning as that pitch is high for ball 3. 3-0 the count. Topeka then got one back in the top of the 8th, and that's how the score stands currently. 3-0 is high, so Wilkerson is on with a 4-pitch walk.
The first baseman, number 12, Alex Ailman.
And in steps Alex Ailman. Ailman is 1 for 2 with a walk and a single, however, is not advanced past first base, has been stranded there twice. Actually, not stranded there twice. Doubled off once as he shows bunt but pulls back. That one high for ball 1. It was doubled off and then stranded. Shows bunt again, another high pitch. So the count 2-0. Ailman shows bunt again and once again pulls back, so the count is 3-0. As kind of a sticky situation for Cade Adams, looking to throw his first strike of the inning. A 4-pitch walk, now the count being 3-0. Here in the top of the 9th inning. 3-0 in there for called strike 1. Ailman did show bunt there once again, but being a 3-0, you generally want to take, and that is what he did. So the count now 3-1. Ailman going to swing away, but he does not, and he's on board with a walk. Two base runners with nobody out.
The third baseman, number 11, Joel
For
Paguero.
Baldwin City, and Joel Paguero is going to be up, but not before a mound visit by Wilson Kilmer. And with that, we will step aside for a short break. We're finished with that visit, and we will step in. Once again, it is Jose Paguero. Excuse me, not Jose. I am very wrong about that. Apologies. To you, Joel, as Adams throws back to second, but cannot find Wilkerson. So it is Joel Paguero, not Jose. I just saw Jay Paguero and autopiloted. That was my apologies once again, but 2 on, nobody out. As Paguero sees first pitch, high for ball 1. And that's kind of been the theme of this inning for Adams. Much of his strikes have been laterally, no, that's the wrong word. Left to right, inside to outside in the right location. However, they've all pretty much been highs. That one nearly hits Paguero. And count is 2-0. Paguero showing bunt as that pitch low and in the dirt. Rubeck does a good job to keep it in front of him, but the count is now 3-0. So Paguero showing bunt once again, as that one is outside for ball 4. So we are going to have a mound visit. Manager Tanner Kilmer walking out. As with that, we will take another break and be back with you all shortly.
Ryan Mendiola.
Okay, the new pitcher for Baldwin City is Maverick Rockers. So, going to have to make a couple of alterations to the scorebook. The first pitch, a ball. So Rockers now pitching, shifting over to short is Logan Groves. That is another ball, and I believe that is Cade Adams. As that pitch outside, so the count 3-0. 3-0 in there for called strike one. So all of these batters are, or all of these base runners, as that one is low, and the run walks in. The Warhawks have a lead. It is now 3-2 in the top of the ninth inning.
Now batting for the Warhawks, the center fielder, number 20, Stephen Fermin.
For Stephen Fermin. Fermin 0 for 3 tonight. As he sees first pitch outside for ball one. That pitch way out, but caught by Dunwell to corral. It was Brubeck. So the ball stays off the backstop, and the count 2-0. 2-0 in there for called strike one. Rockers going into this with no bullpen work as the 2-1 is hit into center field, and that one, Williams couldn't corral that, so 2 will score, and the Warhawks have 2 more runners. Off the double by Fermin. Topeka now leads 5-2.
Now batting for the Warhawks, the shortstop, number 4, Jefferson Teneo.
As Jefferson Teneo stepping in, and he sees the first pitch high for ball one. As it is 1-1 to Jefferson Teneo, as he ropes one foul just in front of the first base side. So another common thing, as the count is 1-2, Jefferson Teneo is another ex-minor league player. The Warhawks have 3 of them. As the count is 1-2, and that one is low for all 2. So the count 2-2 now to Teneo. As this one is hit into center, Marquis Williams actually is not. Johnson couldn't make the grab and the throw over to third. Grobel thinks he had him, and as no out was recorded there. I believe the ball got down in center field. One more scored as the throw over to third looked in time. However, the field umpire called him safe. As the lead is now 6-2 for the Warhawks, and Sean Gomez steps in. As I have a lot to update in my scorebook. So it's 1-0, now 2-0. The score is 6-2. That is correct. As that one fouled off, the count now 2-1. That one in there. The count now even at 2-2. So 2-2 with nobody out. The Warhawks have scored 5 in this inning as that one in there for called strike 3. In the process, Teneo takes second. So the Warhawks have runners at second and third with 1 out.
The second baseman, number 3, Darian Pretorius.
As Darian Pretorius stepping in, and should there be a double play, as that one is behind the backstop. As Teneo coming home, both runners will score there, and the bases are clear, and the Warhawks have scored 6 runs in the top of the 9th. So both runners scoring, and the count is 1-0. As this one is hit out into left field. Brennan Johnson giving chase. He lays out to grab it and cannot make the catch. That would have been a spectacular one. The throw to second. Not in time. Actually in time, but not fielded cleanly. So Darian Pretorius on with a
The DH, number 26.
double, as Ronnie Brito steps in, and we are about to reach my nightmare, folks. Batting around in the 9th inning, and I have nowhere else to write the inning in my scorebook. So unless this ends in a double play, the Warhawks will return to where they started in the inning, which was Wilkerson, who got on via a walk. 4 walks started the inning. Is that pitch in there for called strike 1? As that pitch outside, the count now 2-1. That one swung on and missed by Brito. So the count now 2-2. Score is 8-2 in favor of the Warhawks. It was tied going into the top of the frame. Obviously, Baldwin City will have a chance to respond as the 2-2 is hit high in the air into left center field. It will be Marquis Williams to make the grab. Darian Pretorius holding up at second. There are now 2 outs in the top of the 9th. It's top of the 9th, not the bottom of the 9th. I know the scoreboard said top. I made a mistake.
The right fielder, number 15, Lane Wilkerson.
So Lane Wilkerson started off the inning. He would later go on to score as the leading run Topeka has now done nothing but add to it, as that pitch is in there for called strike one. Wilkerson wants to see if he can add on another, because 6 runs sometimes isn't enough. That pitch inside for ball one. That pitch low for ball two. So the count 2-1. As Rutgers goes home, that one high for ball three. 3-1 inside for ball four. And Topeka, Wilkerson works himself another walk, as Topeka now has another
12, Alex Ailman.
base runner for Alex Ailman. Ailman hits this one into right field, and that one may be gone, and it is. So Topeka extends their lead off a 3-run home run by Alex Ailman. It is now 11-2 in favor of the visitors. Joe Paguero. And Brennan Johnson makes the grab to finish the inning. So that'll do it here in the top of the ninth. 9 runs off, well, a lot of hits, no errors, and nobody left on. Topeka leads 11-2. Going into the bottom of the ninth inning, we'll see if Baldwin City can salvage it after the break. Back here with the bottom of the ninth inning, Colton Howerton leading things off for Baldwin City. Hoping to get kind of a little bit of a run going. The scoreboard does read 11-2 in favor of Topeka. However, it was 2-2 going into the top of the ninth inning. Baldwin City will need to score 9 runs to match it, 10 to walk it off. A tall order, but Topeka did it, so it is technically within the realm of possibility. And I, excuse me, I have seen things crazier from Baldwin City. Some very, very multi-run comebacks. As first pitch from Xavier Cones is high for ball 1. The next one low for ball 2. As that pitch swung on by Howerton, so the count now 2-2.
I can't find anything.
The 2-2 swung on a missed. One away here in the bottom of the ninth. It'll be Isaiah Garcia.
Hitting for the Blues from Round Rock, Texas, number 1, Isaiah Garcia.
Replacing in the order Cade Adams. He is pinch hitting. As he takes the first pitch high for ball 1. So the count 1-0 to Garcia. Now 1-1 after he takes called strike 2. As Garcia fouls that one off. Okay, it was 1-1. Now it's 1-2 after the foul ball. So the count is 1-2. Whoopsies on that. We do have possibly a pinch hitter. Is that one outside for ball 2? Harrison Loudon appears to be on deck. He will replace Andrew Brubeck as Garcia calls time. The 2-2 outside, 3-2. Payoff pitch outside for ball 4. So Baldwin City has their first base runner of the inning. It is Isaiah Garcia, and in steps Harrison Loudon.
Pitch hitting for the Blues from
Replacing
Mesa, number 44,
Andrew Brubeck.
Loudon.
Loudon currently a two-way player, or at least attempting to be. He came into this year as a PO and decided he wanted to play field. Currently all he's played is DH as he sees the first pitch high for ball 1. He has played, this is his third season for Baldwin City, 2021, then last year in 24. Played pitcher in the 2 seasons preceding. But really had limited innings in both of those as he sends this one too short. So he will line out to Jefferson Teneo. And there are now 2 outs to Kendall Rivero. Kendall Rivero had both, or he currently has, both RBIs for Baldwin City. He tied the game, actually took the lead at the time via a 2-run home run. He'll look to do it again to keep the Blues game alive as the first pitch is in there for called strike 1. as he hits this one to Teneo at short. The throw over to first will be away as Garcia gets to third. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure that would have been in time, so we're going to err on it and
number 7, Quinn Grobel.
believe the so this is Quinn Grobel batting, currently looking for a hit. He takes the first pitch inside for ball 1, but Rivera was given a hit because it looked pretty close at the bag. I think he would have beat it out anyway. As Grobel fouls this one off the count. Now 1-1. Let's count now 1-1 to Grobel. Grobel fouls off the 1-1. It is now 1-2. He's gotten a piece of the last 2 pitches. He'll need to get a bigger piece if he wants to put it in play. However, obviously a 1-2, fouled off again. We will keep it at 1-2. The 1-2, low and inside. 2-2. 2-2 with 2 outs. 2 runners on. 2 runs for Baldwin City. Two again outside. Count full. A few people on the Warhawks contingent thought that was a strike, although that was pretty far off the plate. But then again, I've had that view before, and it's never an easy one to tell. But either way, the count is full to Grobel, who, should he take ball 4, will load the bases for Brennan Johnson. The payoff pitch, swung on and fouled. We will go again. Rivero did go to second base. We will see if he did that again. If he does that again. But Grobel done a good job of keeping alive in this at bat. A few foul balls with 2 strikes, but the payoff pitch. Rivero goes. Grobel swings and misses. And that'll do it here in Baldwin City. Topeka Warhawks score 11 runs in the top of the 9th. Excuse me, they scored 9 runs in the top of the 9th to win 11-2. And the Topeka moves to 1-3. Baldwin City falls to 0-2. These 2 teams will meet again tomorrow in Topeka. These 2 teams will meet again tomorrow in Topeka. The video stream for that will be on the Topeka Warhawks Game Changer. I believe that I will be broadcasting on that again, so you will hear me again. But until then, have a safe night and a good night. And congratulations to the Warhawks. They did win twice. Most runs and most ex-pros on their team, and I will sound off on that.